Furious world leaders are sticking the dagger into Donald Trump's chest and twisting it in his face. Let's talk about what's happening in India right now, where Ursula von der Leyen, the European Union Commission president, is meeting with Prime Minister Modi of India, and they are entering into a massive trade deal. Donald Trump has pushed the European Union and India closer together, the same way Donald Trump is pushing the rest of the world to forge closer alliances while the US gets weaker and isolates itself. As The Economist notes, Donald Trump deserves some credit. Without his adventurism, his predilection for tariffs, and his habit of alienating allies, the two big democracies might not have found the courage to strike a deal. So Ursula von der Leyen's been in India for something called Republic Day, a big a military parade that takes place in India. And here's what's being posted right now about this incredible EU-India trade deal that's 20 years in the making. Together, the EU and India represent almost 1/5 of global trade. In 2024, EU-India trade in goods exceeded 120 billion euros, and the two largest democracies, they're saying right here, the two largest democracies in the world, together EU and India represent 1/5 of global trade. Now, if you were paying attention to the Midas Touch Network and what was going on in Davos, Switzerland, while Donald Trump was ranting and raving like a lunatic, Ursula von der Leyen, the president of the European Union Commission, was talking about entering into the mother of all trade deals between the EU and India. Listen to what she had to say here. Play this clip.
There's still work to do, but we are on the cusp of a historic trade agreement. Indeed, some call it the mother of all deals. One that would create a market of 2 billion people, accounting for almost a quarter of global GDP.
And as noted, this is a trade deal 20 years in the making. And when you go through some of the terms of this deal, let's just take a look. India has reportedly reached this trade deal with EU and will cut tariffs on cars from 110% to 40%, with tariffs eventually falling to 10%. India is making trade deals with the EU, and Canada is making trade deals with China. Global trade is shifting. So let's take a look at what's actually happening with this trade deal. Massive tariff cuts on major goods. Big win for Indian exporters. Indian sectors expected to benefit the most: textiles, pharmaceuticals, jewelry, engineering goods, IT and professional services. You've got sensitive sectors protected. Agriculture and dairy products are largely excluded for now. Strategic and geopolitical angle. It's not just trade. The deal strengthens India and EU supply chains, investment flows, economic alignment, transition from old tariff preferences to this new, more closer to free trade relationship. And the scale of the deal is absolutely massive.